Making a buzz right now, a mother arrested and now facing charges after she allegedly put her 5-year-old in a tanning bed.
All right, we want you to take a look at her. There she is, Patricia Krinsel, and you can tell she likes to tan. She's 44 years old and she's a mother from New Jersey, and she insists she's never put her child in harm's way.
I never once in my life would let my daughter, especially at that age, go into a tanning booth. When a child speaks, me, mommy, went tanning, and me, mommy, do go tanning. Mommy tans, and she sits outside the booth.
Well, the case got attention after a school nurse called Child Protective Services when the little girl came to her office with a rash. Mom says her daughter got a slight sunburn while they were out doing some gardening work over the weekend. Now, we don't think any of you out there would argue it's okay to put a 5-year-old in a tanning booth if that's indeed what happened.
But we watched this video in the newsroom today, and you're seeing it maybe for the first time. And we are really concerned about Mom here. And we wondered if tanning salons should cut her off. What do you think? Should a business owner make the call when someone may be putting themselves in real danger?
Well, joining us to discuss this topic and more, we have today's guest, Terry Gilberg, who you can hear on 550 KFYI. Terry, thanks for joining us. I know when you see those pictures, what are you thinking?
Well, I think the mom looks like alligator face or some wildebeest with that orange. It's a combination of your outfit and my outfit. But in the video, we don't see any burns on the child. So if the question is, should the mother be doing this kind of thing? Well, there's a lot of parents that do really off things in front of their children. Smoking comes to mind, over drinking comes to mind, and so forth. And the question about this story that's always struck me is there's some question as to whether or not the child went to the salon, but not necessarily into the booth.
Right.
And therein lies the rub in this story. Now, her defense attorney, the mother's defense attorney, says there's no evidence the child was ever in the booth.
Right, and I think she's kind of flip-flopped a few times, because at first she says with One Network that the baby was with her at the salon, then she says no, the child never went to the salon, and she says that she would, and this is a quote here, she says, "I never once in my life let my daughter, especially at this age, go into a tanning booth." But again, the booth is one thing, the room is something totally different.
Yeah, because if she's in that room with her mother, she has to be getting at least some raise. I know a lot of people are saying, okay, even if she didn't let her daughter tan, what kind of example is she setting for her? Because what she's doing is so incredibly unhealthy.
Well, not only that, we've got to bring in the salon or the tanning owner of that salon, their liability if there is any. You know, you can't bring a teen into a bar and sit that teen down.
Well,
that hasn't been discussed a lot here either. I think the mother has way overdone it for herself. But you know what? It's her own personal choice. A lot of people do unwise things. The question is, was she endangering this child in any way? And that still is a question.
Right, and that's the charges that she possibly faces. And here in Arizona, it is a state law prohibiting anyone under the age of 18 from entering a tanning booth. Here's what you guys are saying on Facebook. Rebecca Garrett says, "Let's make a common sense pill that would save a lot of trouble."
And Don Tiernan says, yeah, no kidding. That is a case of skin cancer just waiting to happen. She's setting a bad example for her daughter.
Becky Bell, "I think the tanning place she goes to should refuse service to her or anyone looking that dark already."
And Buzzy Hansen says, if people choose to tan long enough to get burned, that's up to them. If the companies want to allow people to go as often as they like, so be it.
Alrighty,